Go ahead and start this motherfucker. Greetings, you know what I'm saying? Everybody watching, all beings that's watching this motherfucker, whether you for or against or whatever the fuck you on. Like, at this point, it don't really matter. What's gonna happen is already written. It's already happening. All right. Also, true. Sound like a pops right now. You know, your pops talk to you. Well, I know my pops talk to me. He got that motherfucker hanging out his mouth. Also, too, I want to make a disclaimer. If you was gonna smoke because you was gonna smoke, then smoke, but don't smoke because you see me smoking. I got herbs mixed in this shit. I got lemon balm. I got lavender. I damn near don't roll up without herbs. Lemon balm, lavender, and also blue vervain. So my weed be, I be mixing the herbs. About to step outside too. But yeah, so what I want to talk about today is motherfucking Polarity. There go a card. No, see, it's right on time. So I know I'm supposed to be motherfucking recording. Can I flip this camera? Or that'd be just taking a picture? Whatever. But I don't know if y'all see that in that tree. I'm gonna step out. But you know what? Y'all believe me anyway. Hold on, there go the car. Man, did that motherfucker disappear? Or it ain't over there. It's around this bitch, but that meant it was just, oh, there it go. There it go. You see that motherfucker? That meant, I was gonna say that meant it was just for me to see, but if everybody see. Weird. I like what Yaki be saying, what he be saying, climb on up. like that's creative, that's original, climb on in here. But I ain't lie. But yeah, now I'm rambling. But yeah, so the video today, we're gonna be talking about polarity. You know what I'm saying? We talking about the 7 principles and shit. Well, polarity, rhythm, and healing. And during this retrograde season, during this whole year, during all of this shit that been going on, that everybody been on, the people that's just everybody in general, it's just different levels, but everybody been, you asking yourself, I'm doing funny shit right now, I know, but you've been asking yourself, why do I do what I do? I think that's, one of the biggest purposes of this Venus retrograde, Mercury retrograde. Why do I do the shit that I be doing? What am I doing this shit for? That's what I feel like the questions we've been asking ourselves has been at this time, Why do I do this? Why do I consume this? Why do I talk to these people? Why, And I just got done listening to the Corpus. Not the Corpus, I just started the Corpus. I just got done listening to the, I know you see that, but just bullshit, but it's all good. Polarity, the winter causes you to slow down. That's what I'm realizing. Even though I don't want to deal with this bullshit as weather manipulation, it is what it is for the time being. But the winter makes you slow down, literally, especially here in Wisconsin. The winter make you slow down. Literally make you slow down. You always want to be in that animalistic go. And I was just thinking about the first half of the year and how it's the physical signs, and the latter half of the year is the more metaphysical. And of course it's polarity in that too. So it's not just because you think the first 6 signs is more physically oriented, in the latter, especially with Pisces being the last, spiritually. But yeah, polarity, rhythm, and healing. And of course you're going to add mentalism and shit in there, but we really focusing on polarity and rhythm. But yeah, so, I was just, just shit like been encompassing, just thinking about food, why we eat what we eat, why am I listening to what I listen to, you know what I'm saying? Just why you consume, why do you do the things you do, the people you hang around, all this and all that, right? And it's, it's really be having me think like, with all the shit that be going on and all the shit that be, like that we be doing, it's like literally everything in which we damn near do of today, pretty much that's in the norm, you know what I'm saying? Like, or will we have failed to, we rising back up, but is in destruction, is in disease, is in, you know what I'm saying? All of this shit, like, in, knocking you out of this shit, and in, you know what I'm saying? So you're not on a path of healing. It's like, think about it. Everything, pretty much, what you put in your mouth, everything, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, the modern shit, even the shit that's so-called positive, them frequencies hitting that 440 and beyond what they saying, the other little spirits and shit that they putting under the tracks and the little shit that they putting on there and whatever they doing with the records, you know what I'm saying? And the magic and shit they, you know what I'm saying? Even if you think it is the so-called positive people, destruction, the frequencies of the beats, you know what I'm saying? All of that. So it's like all of this is against healing. You know what I'm saying? It is, you know what I'm saying, would be putting you in a state of disease and all of that shit. But I was really thinking about that shit and I'm like, yo, polarity. It's like I've been really, because like I said, listening to the Kabbalion, and my God gave me that shit like 2018, he probably sent me that shit. And I just finished it, you know what I'm saying? I would always start it, and then I stop, and then I start, and I stop. But, the principles, I read over them, there's 7 of them, mentalism being the mentalism and vibration being, of course, the chief highest, but the mentalism over the vibration in the sense. Of course, the vibration is where it's manifesting from, but, you're directing your mind, and not your mind. Don't think of your brain, your human mind. We're talking about your higher mind, your higher spiritual mind, which affects things on different planes, on a higher plane. We're talking about that being over, you know what I'm saying, everything else. But mentalism, vibration, cause and effect, correspondence, rhythm, polarity, and gender being the 7. And of course we focus on cause and effect, you know what I'm saying? Every cause has an effect. We focus on correspondence a lot, as above, so below, these things that we really, but it's like the polarity and the rhythm, they all are, in the mind is being mental, but the polarity and the rhythm, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, and I can't even say for nobody, you know how we say this, oh, I think this is slept on. Is it that it was slept on, or was it that you was sleeping on it and now you have a new understanding of it? So now you're seeing different shit with it, you know what I'm saying? But, you think about it like that. But yeah, polarity and rhythm. Hold on, let me put this glove on. All that. But, so again, talking about what we talking about with the everything being diseased, the body being diseased by states of consciousness, by things that we thinking, by things we consuming in all type of ways. But I was just really thinking, like, the body is really a self-healing organism. And we know that, but like, nah, for real. The body is a self-healing organism, depending on where you're vibrating and depending on the swing of the polarity. Depending on how you swing in that motherfucker. But that would be rhythm. Or, no, polarity, both ends of the aspect, but that would be rhythm to the swing. But this is what I'm getting at. So, you've been in a state, as far as polarity is concerned, to where you've been in disease. And whatever type of way, whether, however, especially, okay, now this is definitely one of the main points in which I was thinking about what's going on in this world right now. Certain words, I want to say and shit, but we all know what the shit that's going on. Whether you believe in it, whether you don't, that's not for me to argue. I don't care. Like, honestly, I want you to believe what you feel the need to believe, because you believe that at this time for a reason. And it's a life lesson that you're going to get in believing what you believe, as the same with me. So that is what it is. But, you know, what's going on with the world, you see mass what? You see mass disease. You see mass sickness. So, the law of polarity. If there's a mass amount of disease, so-called, and sickness going on right now, by the other end of the polarity, that must mean there's energy there for mass amounts of healing. An unprecedented amount of healing. Because, think about it. How else could it happen if not? We dealing with polarity. This is the realm of duality, polarity. There are equal ends. For as hot as it can get, on the opposite end, it can get as cold. So I think y'all starting to see where I'm going. So with this polarity shit, it's like, if we know this realm, and you know, these is laws of the universe, but if we know polarity exists on every, doesn't that mean that there is also a other end to where there is an energy of mass healing, especially with Jupiter? I just hit 11:11 on the clock. Especially that Jupiter done slid into Pisces, nigga. Like, this is really some time for some magical ass healing. However, chakra, your toe, your heart, motherfucker, your teeth, your hair, your body, your spirit, whatever, your mental, whatever you need healing in, your spiritual, whatever you need healing in, that means it's that time for that shit right now. What are you focusing on? And then this is the thing that was like where it really kicked it. Now, okay, rhythm. The pendulum swings to the left the same amount that it swings to the right. Rhythm. So we experience rhythm on a regular. Y'all need to get with that Kabbalah. I'm trying to tell you. You need to understand these 7 principles, boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to understand. But the pendulum is swinging. The rhythm is swinging. So what is it that's keeping you swinging on the end that you're swinging? And this is where you take a step back and remember, the mind is all. The universe is mental. Mind over matter. It's your thinking. Why? Because you continue to program your mind. And when I'm speaking, I'm always speaking to myself too. Because it's a certain level, and it'd be like, when I release it like this the type of shit that help you fucking get over it. You know, what they teach you in school, you remember 95% of what you teach somebody. So now I didn't put it out there. So now it's like, yeah, I'm going to understand it on another level. I'm reaping them benefits and shit. But because your mind continues to focus on one end of the spectrum, so you're only getting those results. If you get what I'm saying, your rhythm is being neutralized. Because with the mind being overall, of course you're gonna feel rhythm. And this was like this. He was talking about this at the end of the Kabbalah, and I'm like, oh shit, and they put it together. I just finished listening to this shit this morning, but he was just talking about that. You know, the true sage, the master, whatever you want to call him, the Kabbalist, the whatever the fuck you want to call him, occultist, whatever. The nigga that know this shit, the person that understands this, they understand how to raise their mental up above. And that's when he's talking about the feelings and emotions and shit that come with the rhythm. Every time you go and try to step in a new direction that's going against what you already got programmed, you're going to experience a big swing to the other end of the spectrum. The person who understands this does not attach to what comes with the shit, but lets it go. So that way, you see it swinging, but now your mind is past that shit. So you letting it swing, but you like, nigga, I'm not attaching to this shit. When it come back to where I want to go, that's what I'm reveling in. So that's how you get above it. Now it's the same thing with your body and healing. You say you want to heal yourself. Think about a detox. Think about a fast. Think about whenever you go on a cleanse, the shit that come out of you is not necessarily pretty. You start to break out all type of shit. So if you attach to that breakout, you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm going? Like, your body is cleansing itself. It's gone. It always looked the, it's always, you know what I'm saying? The dark is before dawn, or you know that shit they be saying. You hear these birds out here, nigga, you know that's confirmation. Stop playing with me and stop playing with yourself. Stop playing with yourself. You gotta know this shit. Like Salon say, you gotta know. You gotta know. You gotta know. Faith of a mustard seed, nigga, this is that. I'm not no Christian, but even for them, it's like, even for the Christian, it's like, when you gonna know? You know what I'm saying? They know. You know. Do I know? Yeah, that's ultimately who I'm talking to. But yeah, so, yeah, like, with all of what's going on right now, I'm sure you got family members that have made the transition. With all of what's going on right now, in this mass, everybody, you see people around. You see people. You see how they walking. You see they energy. You see they look, you feel their energy. You feel it. With all of this, think about how much energy is in that direction that you can see. And you probably see others. You probably see the other end of the aspect. And if that, and pay attention to that, because I'm with you on that shit. But I'm just saying, though, with all of that energy you see in that direction, this is a realm of polarity and rhythm. So with all of that momentum going this way, what does that mean as far as going in the opposite direction? What are you focusing on? And it was hard. It's hard because, you know, it's like, you know, like, I love music. I'm a musician. That's been a big part of my escape. And it's like, to a certain extent, there's certain shit I can't necessarily listen to as much no more, even though I be trying to, you know, the vibrations. And it's like, I be trying to balance it and shit. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to learn to balance it. But even then, it's just like more and more, it'd be like, damn, like, there's less and less I can listen to. So it would be like, okay, like, used to be like, okay, throw in a, and I was like, okay, I can only do a few of these songs. And then, you know, I've been really fucking with that reggae and then, you know, that funk shit, of course. I've been really, like, you know, tapping into them recently. But, even with that, it's like, what is these niggas talking about on these songs? It's like, no matter how, whatever you thinking, it's like, these niggas is, these niggas is like, what they talking about? Like, it's like, I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas living their own reality, or, you know, everybody living their own. So it's like, look, I ain't trying to say what this motherfucker doing is right or wrong. You decide if it's with or with, against nature. That's not what I'm trying to just argue or debate. But it's just like, the shit that these motherfuckers, I'm on an X, I'm on a code, then, like, think about that, bro. Think about that. Like, this is in your mind. This is in your subconscious. Like, these niggas is talking about pills and drugs and this, that, and the third every 5 seconds. It's like, it ain't even no, I'm aligning my chakras, I'm balancing this, you ain't even throwing none of that in there. It's just completely that. So it's just like, what do you think that's going? And then mentalism, and then you creating your reality, you creating the way you think, you know what I'm saying? Like, and now that's going into your subconscious. So rhythm is keep on swinging back in these thoughts, because this is what you filling it with. So this is all that you giving it. No wonder why you not healing right now. No wonder why you not, you know what I'm saying? Like, so this motherfucker damn near almost already to 20 minutes, but I don't give a fuck. I like long videos anyway. But, you know, basically, I don't know if y'all see them 3 up there. You know, it's blackbird symbolizing good things, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck what somebody done told you. Itachi in this motherfucker, you feel me? Crows in this bitch. But, yeah, so, with all of that energy going towards one direction, and that's focused in one polarity, the other has to exist. If your body can deteriorate, and get diseased. Shit fall off, shit fall apart. If that can happen, the opposite has to be true. But the thing that keeps you from swinging, and eventually the swing is not going to be so far, you just going to have that motherfucker swinging over here now. Like, let's say, you know what I'm saying, it's going back and forth like this. And let's say this way is the way you don't want to go, but this way is the way you do want to go. When you know what I'm saying, now you get into this side, now you just swinging over here. You see that sun? See, you see how that, you see, bro, stop playing, bro. You see these synchronicities and shit, stop playing, bro. It's just every day, bro. It's all day, bro. When you get to doing your shit on me. I'm just talking shit, I'm fucking around, but I'm dead ass though. But yeah, so when you get that motherfucker swinging with your mind, the shit you consuming, that's what's keeping you over there. Think about it. As a child, you lose all your teeth. Do you attach to that shit? No, because you know some more shit coming back. So if you lose your shit now, or something happened, did you forget that that ability once existed? You believe what the fuck you want to believe, bro. Look, motherfuckers been believing in hospitals and what they've been telling you, and the fact that this disease does this, that, and the third, and once you get it, this is this forever, and blah, blah. You've been believing that for a long time, and how has it been working for motherfuckers that been believing that shit? Then somebody come, but even in the Bible would tell you, again, I'm not a Christian, but even the Bible told you Jesus was doing miracles, and motherfuckers denied it. So, I mean, so you believe it in this book, but you don't believe it when it, you hear the birds? Stop playing with me, nigga. But yeah, so you focusing on that. What you think that's gonna bring? What do you think that's gonna bring? Focus your mentality. I'm talking to myself, like I said. That's who the fuck I'm talking to. Focus your mentality on healing and the shit that you want to. Don't focus on that other shit. When it swing back, once you decide to go in a new direction, just understand, yep, it's swinging back. Okay, don't attach to the emotion of it. And that was the thing, which was like, okay, I was understanding, but it was that rhythm, and it's like, okay, I'm getting it now. When it's swinging back, you gotta meditation. How do you overcome meditation? Learn to direct. Understand that you are not your emotions and or impulses. These are things that are sensory perceptions of your current state and your electromagnetic pulsing field and what's going on right now. But that doesn't mean it's the end all be all. Because at one point you was the end all be all. So yeah, bro. So that's pretty much it. Polarity, rhythm, and healing. By polarity, if all of this shit is going on, and it's ancient, this shit was in Egypt, this shit was in other places and shit like that. With all of this shit going on, as far as disease and all of this shit, that whatever the fuck you want to call this place. This place is not what the fuck I thought it was. This place is not at all what the fuck I thought it was. But that's a good thing though, because it was certain shit deep down where it's like, yeah, you got, you know. And another thing is to be patient with yourself and understand where your mind is, because if you're not ready to swing above the rhythm, then you just gonna get yourself in a damn circle jerk, and you just gonna be on a motherfucking seesaw, and you're not gonna. So yeah, you can consume what you want to, and if your mind, do you know how to ride that motherfucking when your body may feel a little certain nudge? Okay. And do you know how to the point to where it's like, okay, the body not doing that no more, because you can convince your subconscious mind, and you done programmed yourself to know that I can do that. But you have to get there first. But while you doing it, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so mentalism, polarity, and rhythm, and healing. You know you can do it. You know you can do it. They know you can do it. All right.